Hey everyone, it's Judy, and I hope you're all well. This week was supposed to be the week that we heard part two of the incredible comedian, musician, writer, Trevor Moore, producer. But unfortunately, unfortunately isn't even the right word, but Trevor passed away on Saturday, and it has been an utter shock to everyone. Of course, it was unexpected. It was tragic. And I don't know what to say except, I want to respect Trevor's family and loved ones and wait to post part two of my incredible conversation with him for a future date. But I do want to say that this week, I think you should go and Google Trevor Moore. And I think you should watch all the incredible, hilarious, original work he has put out there. He was a true original in comedy. It's funny because you can always point to people who are like other people or people who came before them, but he truly was one of a kind. And his grasp of satire, his intelligence, his unbelievable upbringing, which was fascinating to talk to him about. It's just so unique. I hate that word, but he was really unique. I also want to say that I get these incredible people to talk to on my podcast, and I feel really lucky for that. And I try to do respect them and do as much research as I can before I interview them, because I find people's lives fascinating. And oftentimes I have never spoken to the person. Not oftentimes, but often enough. It's my first conversation with the guest. And this conversation was one of my favorites because Trevor was so available, so easy to talk to, so hilarious, so open-minded. And I wish only the best for his son and for his wife and for his parents and for his loved ones. I've never had to do this before. And it's really, really, really hard because I loved hanging out with him for an hour and a half, even though it was via Zoom. And I was so looking forward to spending time with him, to grabbing a beer, to talking shop, to laughing. And he made so many people laugh. And so many people loved him and cared about him. And I know they're devastated, and I wish there was some way I could make them feel better. So I think maybe we could all just take a moment, think about how short life is, how you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, how you have to live each and every moment to the fullest, and how you have to appreciate your health and, your loved ones and all the good things you have, because we don't know how long they're going to be around. And I love all of you for listening. I can't even thank you enough for the love and support, but I want you to spend some time this week looking up Trevor's work and laughing, because that's what he would want. I didn't know him that well, but I know as a comedian, we live to make people laugh. And he was such a fucking talent, like so talented, like blew me away. And I feel lucky that I got to spend some time with him. And we will air part two sometime in the future when we think it's appropriate. But again, my heart goes out to his son, to his wife, to his family, to all who, loved and adored him and worked with him. He was beloved. It is a shock. Every time a comedian passes away, the Laugh Factory in Hollywood puts on the marquee their name and then make God laugh. So Trevor, I want to thank you for the laughs. I want to thank you for, the time that I got to spend with you. I feel really humbled and honored. And I want us all to remember him. I'll never forget him. And you know what, Trevor? I know you're up there making God laugh. I always say so long at the end of each show because my mother would never say goodbye. She tragically lost her brother when she was 17. He was in a terrible accident, and he was 15. And my mother would never say goodbye because it was too final. So I am saying my usual salutation, but I mean it. I mean it in a different way this week. So, as we always say, so long.